right. Once again, you del to rek another program, another big one again. This time around, kan lañ amaat rek mooy Cherno Samba, ku nga xam ne def na fi lu rëy coow li bëri tey nag moom lañ indi mu war a dellu si waat fii si biir li réewi Banjul on the fifth Cherno dina fi egsi ak naataangoom yu bëri bàyyeekoo Angleterre ñu bàyyeekoo America ñi bàyyeekoo Switzerland mu nekk lu nga xam ne lu rëy lu askan bi di xaar la tey moom lañ am pour waxtaan ak moom tey fii si Gambia Sport News ak kii di Habib Fall Mr Fall ma bàyyi la rek ak kii di ama Cherno Samba pour rek ñu waxtaan lépp lu nga xam ne rek moo war a xew fii si biir réewi Gambia man nag moo xoolaale flyers yu nga xam ne moom la gaay jagar because préparation bi mu ngi on right now Baboucarr naa ne si mu ngi dugal lu nekk fu nekk mu ngi dugal affaire yi team si war a ñëw ak délégué yi so bii is a big one yàgg nañ nag di gis ay trials yu xew waaye foog nañ tamit bii mooy first time Cherno Samba ñëw trials foog naa su ma jumutee réewi Gambia.
Wow, Mbaye, once again, it's always a pleasure to be here. So by hell, Cherno, I'm on for some time ago. Figure there was so much noise about Adama Bojang, but we have to take up the put all communio. Def a letter. For now, on that particular exclusive, everybody was happy because everything was detailed and letter. So passing, Cherno is coming back. Coming back, Cherno is coming back home. Cherno yaga nyo Gambia, but Gambia mwere. Why Nyombi is kinda all inclusive. It's a bigger package. Bohamne, I think everybody is looking forward to this wonderful scouting mission. Bohamne, the amount of teams involved by second lol, and I think the Lila government yaga joy. To see our own people are coming back, giving back to their own people. Because when on them Nigeria, Ghana, or Fukane, why the bigger scouting mission, La Cherno plan for new and his colleagues, New Gambia. So by day we expect to have a very good program because you receive so much questions about this scouting mission. Well, I'm going to Balaga was given a figure nekofi. So the fact that Cherno is here, and then the chance to ask him all those questions. And any of you following the show, you can also put things across the comment side with them by help. So lo hamna right now negotiation man or mun ko faté yen so ko commenter mun nañu ask Cherno mu ngay am answer wo xamné dafa joggé ci mom. So Mr. Samba, welcome.
Thank you Habib, and thank you Mbaye. Jërëjëf jëf si oote bi ngeen ma oote nii so maa ngi leen a wax gàcci ngalaama bu baax seen liggéey rafet na all the time and always so jërëjëf li ngeen ma dalal.
Thank you. Fu nekk nii moom we just go straight to the point. Cherno, gis nañ flyers yi. It's all over the internet. Naa ne ngi mel ni kuñ pengu mu ngi say. Everybody is asking. In fact, I saw a particular guy saying, I think he's from Bampada. I have to mention it. He asked about his club, but just to start the show, what is the reason behind all this big project coming to Gambia? Lamola inspired to come big this time around.
Wow, lima inspire moy comme lima dé def rek defal nako fi dikka yu bari. So gisé won musuma ko defal Gambia moy man si luma dé duga rek dama dé make sure né suma team bi is transparent, trustworthy. ñoo xam ne I can rely on because nekkuma si dëkk bi understand nga.
Okay.
So the fact ne now fu nekk am naa loolu that strong backup then it's easier to ma bëgg a def li ma def. Gambia laa judo so bala ma ko dem defal yeneen réew yi waroon naa ko war a defal Gambia force. waaye tamit am nga rek nit ki tamit so lay def rek soo amul backup bi rek daf dee metti. So fu nekk moom alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin bu baax a baax suma backup bi nekk foofu. They are very trustworthy. They are very transparent. They are very professional. Liñoo def so fu nekk suma óoluwaate gën naa dëgër moo tax ma ne comme li ma dem Ghana dem Nigeria dem yeneen dëkk yi then this is the right time fu nekk pour ma ñëw tamit indi some contacts ñoo xam ne dinañ seet doomi réewi Gambia because talent bi nekk Gambia man si personally su mi amut fen waaye they need to be nurtured ak xam naka lañ leen a dimbalee loolu rek a tax moo tax Gambia soo leen gisee duñ dee eega fi ñu war a eega because of nocco bi ak dimbale bi tamit du fa dee nekka so looloo tax ma ne this time ma plan pour ñëw Gambia incha allah.
So if I understand you well, am nga fi a very 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 reliable team on the ground ñoo xam ne sa xel dafa dal si ñoom ne ñii with this team I could do a lot.
Absolutely because so amut nit ku nekk mënuloo defal yëpp sa boppa foog nga am ñoo xam ne da ngaa wéeru si ñoom foo xam ne ñu fuñ laa mën a jàppalee tamit parce que ku nekk dafa nit somebody you know jóguloo rek juddu rek defal sa bopp lu nekk so
absolutely
man noonu laa dee doxalee suma life so da ngaa gis ne Gambia awma woon that backup awma woon that the finishing touches understand nga waaye léegi moom sant yàlla bu baax a baax ñi ma fa nekkal óolu naa leen with my life xam naa how hard working they are doing xam naa tamit how reliable they are so moo tax mu gën a easy to make the transition ma mun a indi some of my contacts ñu ñëw seetal seen boppa tamit gis man fi ma juddoo lan lañ fa am xam nañ ne tamit Gambia xam nga yóbbu Gambia to another level because da ngay gis ne scouts si agency club si ñoom ñëpp Sénégal rek la ñëw em fa waaw Sénégal rek la ñëw em fa ay Nigeria big nation si so foog naa is high time tamit Gambia am lu mel nii Gambia am ñoo xam ne tamit scouts yi dinañ leen consider ak yooyu noonu so moo tax ma ne daal this is the right time bëggoon naa ko def all along nag waaye lu jotut moom waxtu si jotut moom doo ko mën a juli so yàlla nga
lu jot yomba so basically apart from yow Cherno bi nga xam ne yow la nit ñi xam sa partners yi ou sa collègues yi ñi ñëw where are they coming from?
waaw suma main partner bi suma main guy bi koo xam ne man maa moom ñoo bokk suñ agency bi mooy Sassoon Paha kooku moom moo jël Mohamed Salah from Egypt indi ko Basel to Angleterre Italy back to Angleterre moo teg Salah fi mu toog waaw I'm talking about years ago so kooku moom suma agent la woon at the latter stages of my career just before my buy yooyu noonu so da ngaa gis ne we've been together for the past 19 years understand nga
wow
so moom mooy suma main wow that's very exactly so moom mooy suma everything daal understand nga he's an older head why he's done more than 100 transfers in this world okay so comme ni ma la wax rek ku teg Mohamed Salah fi mu teg den nga xam ne kooku du combo waaw so moom he's German and we do everything together and based on that ñu ngi am other clubs yoo xam ne tamit because the thing is it's very funny maa ngi li nga starté nga ne comme Bombardier ñu ngi bugg a bokk ak yu noonu waaw bi testing la rek then su succeed we will do it at least twice or 3 times in the year this is the plan but you have to be very careful tamit because so in the clubs yu bari tamit léegi loolu daf la du dee nekk sa advantage because clubs yi yëpp suñ partners lañ and suñ relationship lañ waaye mun nañoo gis benn player or ñaari player so imagine you have so many clubs and they all targeted one player so then what do you see because bëgguloo upset key at the same time you want to make sure ne which is more important player bi where is best for him so let's say Watford ñëw bugga benn player Frankfurt ñëw bugga benn player ak let's say Storm Graz ñëw bugga benn player to me the right pathway for a player from Gambia maybe it's better to go Storm Graz do things get established and then move on waaye da nga gis ne su ko Watford buggee Frankfurt bugga ko Storm Graz bugga ko you are in the middle so kan nga koo jox kan nga xam nga bugguloo upset sa club partners yooyu but at the same time the most important thing is xale bi fan la war a dem the right path so you have to be very careful you have to manage it it's a balance so bul indi clubs yu bari at the same time tamit bul indi clubs yoo xam ne tamit dañoo xëccoo benn player and then nobody wins at the end of the day so this is just a tester boo xam ne si yàlla àndee we can do it 3 or twice a year inshallah.
Mr. Fall,
so basically,
I have one important. Bena question Cherno, I think that this is the first time Nigis and a British team in the Premier League or in the Championship were new in the Gambia for the first time because Yagana Ugli ne Gambia dafa war a am jot na pour ñu gis English British teams yi di war a ñëw back home pour war a jël place yi because soo xoolee Sénégal most likely all these players fu ngeen dooree mooy in France because dafa mel ni France ñoo leen colonise waaye gis nañ ne dañuy ñëw support lii di Sénégalese League bi di yóbbu ndaw yi tey mu nekk big opportunity for Gambia ñu gis an English Premier League club di war a ñëw wala championship di war a ñëw si Gambia bi pour war a scout player Cherno, how do you feel war a indi a British team for the first time pour mu ñëw scout Gambian player pour yóbbu ko in England lu jafe woon a am.
waaw mooy li ma waxoon last time rek Habib tojoon na ko suñ last conversation bi moo tax Mbay you have to know the rules and regulations because soo gisee tey ma mun koo def because I know that Gambian players can come to England straight without going anywhere else. Otherwise they wouldn't waste their time coming. Understand?
Waaw dañ dee far di wax Cherno ne Gambian player Cherno ñu ne Gambian players yi mënuñoo dugga in the English Premier League because of Gambia seen ranking bi in CAF tamit loolu moo tax mënuñoo dugga tey nag yaa ngi indi gaay
waaw loolu dafa change loolu rules yooyu dafa change moo tax with anything that you're in you have to because rules change accordingly and everything evolve so da ngaa gis ne you always need to know the rules and regulations and every year things are moving so you have to be aligned with those things understand that so to come to England African players can now come to England there are limits comme li ma waxoon last time li Habib waxoon waaye there's a way boo xam ne they can come in straight. And this is just the beginning. Inshallah, Rabbi, we now bring the top leagues, top teams, i.e. West Ham, Liverpool, United, Chelsea, all those players, all those clubs. Eventually, they will come to Gambia and scout players because direction be mungi change for Mecca. And Teso said, "Lo, Gambia, they are getting known. You know, you can make a minyang lenawa. You get ham Gambia a lot for Mecca. Why the only difference is moi." The marketing has to be right. Comme façon li mo indi moy clubs yi suñu delo wat at least even suñu fa jëlu ben place dinañ xamné Gambia is existing. Gambia amna 1 or 2 dinañ dégg Gambia because ñun dëkk bu ndaw lañ why the marketing and the publicity it has to be right. Fofu lañ amute chance comme Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria and all that stuff because ñun da ngay waaru dañu ñëw rek di ñu nax we don't know the facts and figures and everything else so I think it's high time for Mecca ñu óolu suñu boppa comme li ma dee faral di wax rek ñu óolu suñu boppa nga xam ne the right people will come in and help the Gambia and take the Gambia to the next level and this is just the beginning inshallah.
Wow, going back to the main issue tey mooy how many teams will be involved? I mean, how many teams in the Gambia will be involved? See these trials, and how long will it take? A day, 2 days, a week, or what?
Wow, it's from 5 o'clock. Sorry, on the 5th until the 9th. Okay, and every
that's
day.
4 days.
Yeah, that's 4 days. But every day there will be at least 3 games a day. Understand that? So roughly we're looking at 26 teams. Okay, so 3 days a game, and then the last day we see the best team play against each other, and that's where they take the what's it called? They take the options to what they want to do. Gambian teams, see, it's about 26 teams. Why? Come limala waherek. This is just the beginning. Ñoo xamne bokkuñ ci. That doesn't mean they are neglected or anything. It just means we're trying to do another one in February. And then another one in the summer, just before the rainy season. So this is what I want this to be continuity. It's already set. Everything is set.
Yep.
Teams are them break because sometimes this way is better than the gel nit halebi yobuko trials because I always said believe in trials because of the lack of environment might not suit them, weather might not suit them, and everything. So most of the times, players fail in trials. Even European players, they fail in trials because they're not comfortable. Why so jëlee team bi nga indi ko sa dëkka ñoom ñu xoolal seen boppa with the players and in the players environment that makes it a little bit better. Nga xam ne team bi dafa ne kii de bugga naa ko straight mu dem waaye niduloo pour yóbbu ko trials. So to come back to your question, it's 26 teams, 3 games a day. It will be in the goal project, and it should be done by December the 9th. Inshallah.
That's pretty soon. That's pretty soon. Well, yeah, I think that's important because Bob says I must single out this name Bombada because Buma share flyer on Gam Football Fan Forum. I was following the comment, but how many so banging you? So one guy was saying, how about us? You know, because sometimes some team then they feel sometimes people come to Gambia and then they focus on the mainstream teams. The Real the Banjuls, the Wilders, the Hawks, so I guess some of these teams you never around, I Jam City on all those other areas. Sometimes they felt left out. So most of them they always try to make put their voice hard up there, put your hand and you get exist. Because these are small teams you have I won't budget and then I will link. So you can say chance then you because look at most of the people in Gambia then they focus on these main teams. Mora ma put it in my mind. I have to put that to you. The guys from Bombada also were screaming. I've seen this is kind of I'm seeing here. So you could see, teams here they want to be part. But Lingawa is clear. Lingawa is clear.
Because the thing is, even the provinces, for me personally, in my opinion, there are even better talents in those areas.
Absolutely.
It's just that they don't have the opportunity to be seen and stuff like this. So eventually, we're going to reach out to those places also because for you always miss one or two in those kind of areas.
Well, I think Lulu, I'm not solo because Gambia football. The people are so much in love with the game. But I'm in the right support. I'm in the link. So the fact that you start li nga wax moy diga ñepp mënu ñoo bokka from the word go. Lolu mën tañeka. All the teams cannot be there from the word go. So it's good na explain nga lolu. And then can you explain to us is there any areas that you and your partners are looking for or you guys are just looking for good players or there is no specific area that the agency is trying to look for?
No. We're just looking for good players because the thing is, Gambia ñepp mëna football. Ñepp mëna football. Liñ déssé rek li lifin rek moy these kind of opportunities. Li rek lañ dé missing. And also they are not finished articles. Okay? You will look at them, they're probably 30-40%. Clubs jël leen, polish leen to become finished articles. Understand that? So we're coming to look at as a whole, any positions, any player that is good. Then from there, we give you the opportunity. Get them dance a dole, accept dimbale sa bopa, dimbale sa family. Why Gambia mom talent is never, it's not questionable. Gambia is always have talent, Why opportunity be like more they lack. So opportunity be you cannot do what you need to do. So hopefully this thing, Lima in the Fufunonu, people can see it. I did it in Nigeria. I did it in Ghana. There are so many abundance of talent. There are really good talents. Why I'm not being biased here, being a Gambian. Why man limagis see small things of Gambia. There are better talents in Gambia. Why the only problem is the opportunity and the guide to guide these young boys.
So if I understand you well, Yensen Nyobini, based on the amount of talent you get on these trials, may determine how much players you guys want to take to England. Is it?
To anywhere in the world, yeah, anywhere
in the world. So meaning, so you after all these matches, they just send homework, right? They've sent everything. So mean it depends on how good the players will deliver on these trials.
Yeah, it's up to them. The stage is there for them. If they perform, we will identify them, help them. I can influence some of the things, not because of family or friends or whatever, but if you're good at what you do, then I want to influence clubs in the land. I think, we can do this. You can take this one or that one or this one. So it's important, express and bopa, be free, enjoy it also, because if you don't enjoy it, you cannot perform. Just because Ninyang La Setan will feel like you have to do extra to impress us. Just be yourself, enjoy it, and work hard. And if you do that, the clubs will make their decision and then take it from there.
Do you have any?
Okay, have you all?
Cherno, do you have any plans? Like, do you have these plans of, let's say, this Catch Them Young initiative, whereby instead of just working with the most established teams in the first and second division, how about, are there any plans of trying to get underage kids like 16, 17 years old? They are in very, because right now we have some decent academies in the Gambia. They are registered and they have
I'm not academies. It's not just the established teams. I'm not academies. They will be playing also. Wow, they're in the program. That is the most important thing for me. Forget the established clubs. Forget it. Because the future is the youth. Understand? So there are lots of academies. I think there are about 6 or 7 academies that's going to be playing in the tournament. Manfufula is enough focus because they are the future of Gambian football. So forget the established teams. No disrespect to them, but I'm not my own club, but it's the youths. And from 16 to 19, yeah, exactly.
Because Bobby say my Indian laws no, because sometimes some of these European clubs they give mold the players in a certain way, and it's easy to do it with the younger ones. They are less injury free. So they go Europe. But we not get example of some Gambian players, they need to go Guinea and they become better players because they learn transform into the European system at an early age. So I'm glad, but also I'm not surprised that you did that because this is your area. So I'm not surprised. I think this is a wonderful thing.
Habib, Cherno answer the question. I think there is a very important question. Bukani thing is like the Cherno. What criteria were used for team selection, considering that some clubs at the same level were chosen while others were not chosen?
Wow, the criteria level be I left it with my team there. Come lima warek duma munuma nekafi ham everything what is going on there also. I have to be honest to myself. So I left that responsibility with suma team bi neka fofu nono. So they picked man lima len warek I need most important academy players. They have to be in academies. Then some of the league clubs and some of the more established clubs. The reason being is because exactly comme the Habibwa, I go for the youth because youth be nyom am a future. So plus age bitamit, it has to be from 16 to 19. I don't want to see more than 20, 21 years old because then sometimes Lulu and I waste of time because no club will see you, no club will want you because at 20, 21, 22, you should be out already. Understand that? So nyom they want to deal with the young players so that they can mold them into the way of their system. Then so the criteria lolu dama ko baye suma team bi Gambia so ñoo select some of the clubs that's going to be coming in, but the most important thing is academies, they have to be there, and that's what we did.
Okay, Cherno. The other thing also because trials because yagana ci system bi legi because trials fi ñew dama leen cover joxe publicity nek ci ground bi. Waaye in most cases lu ma day gën a gis mooy lu ma foog ne tey foog na ne team si bëri ñu ngi seetaan seen représentant ñu ngi seetaan tubaab bi lu ñu leen gën a wax mooy ne seen player bi côté wut bàyyi na si kinam bi dafa rasta ñëw place yi mag la lan nga ban advice nga mën a jox players yi because it seems ne ñoom dañ jee bëgg a player bu kotu seebu am jëmi xale am jëmi player lan nga si jàngat
mbay du football rek looy def sa métier ak looy liggéey da nga ko war a def at the best professional level. Sooy bale suuf sax da nga solo ba dëgër takku ba lifin téye sa broom and be proud of it. That's true. I agree with those comments. Parce que man tey su may ñëw I look rough, and I give you one example. Bi ma demee Nigeria benn player dafa top shirt and be in ready to go to war. He looks very decent and ready to play. Why am the players wondering they leave seen shirts, watches into baby, basi mu ngi langa ci suuf, melni sen dross rek nga gis. That's not professional. If you want to do what you're doing and you want to play at the highest level, be professional, because people look at that. Clubs they see that. Nakala appearance and deme. Naka how does he talk? Can he cope under pressure in terms of media? Can he cope under pressure in times in the field? Is he professional enough? These things that they go against players. You can be as good as Maradona, but if you don't have the discipline like those, loolu tam daf la di stagnate, loolu tam daf la di delay. So li nga wax léegi, I agree with it. Look professional. Okay, da nga war a dem kotu or whatever. Why? So I mean, sa kawar gi sax kom ko, you know, look decent. But also should be professional with it. So it's not only football, but in any walks of life. Whatever you are doing, you have to be decent and do it at the best of your ability. Because you're tay su fekkee ne da nga ñëw nga ne for example da nga ñëw plomb nga ñëw war a ñëw def suma kër gi plomb waaye ni ma la gisee sax mooy loolu du ma la respect sax dama ne kii pare pour liggéey si xam nga waaye soo solo sa plomb uniforme bi nga xam li nga bëgg a def nga ñëw ne man maay plomb bi dama bëgg a ñëw defar sa kër gi ni ma ko war a defee xam naa ne kii pare na pour ñëw liggéey si. I take this person serious. So this is the problem. Young Africans, they lack a lot because we don't take things serious. And the quicker we do that, the better for all of us.
Wow.
First impression, and I just saw someone that just commented that he is absolutely right. First impression counts. It's everything.
Right? Yeah. Right. Fantastic. But Cherno, basically, when we talk about you and your team and the entire agency, the fact that you did mention lady to take place to Europe, a particular age bracket, sometimes it's hard to do to make it happen. Lady, knowing Gambia, Numel, at Nyaka and Bunta, are you thinking about having more leagues, let's say in China, Asia? Let's say the Arab world, the 25 years, 26 year mature is ready because we have more of those in our league than the younger ones. So going forward, what can you do? Players who are in the league, they are 25, 26. You put them Saudi Arabia or UAE or China or some other countries because not those with younger age 19, 21, them, let's say Western Europe, Angleterre, Germany. But how about, are you thinking about the other group, the more mature and older one?
I thought about that 3 years ago, and I'm already doing that. Wow, because there are categories. Because they are coming out 22, 23, 24. They are still good. We're doing them to a top European club because European club do learn horse because of their age. Understand? So those kind of caliber of players, they can still make a living out of it by going to the offshore of those countries you said. You understand? You start with continue the first in life. Understand that? Why? So I've already doing that, and I've already done that anyway with some not Gambian players but other African players. So hopefully, Tamit, I'm gonna do the same thing with Gambian players. Passing in European players, clubs in the Buga, while they can go somewhere else like then you continue in life because it's tough because so missy certain age direct that they need to top for any club holder or bidilla because then you have okay key sinko jeli 24, 25 already. What is he gonna do for us? Munatin ko jai. Africa, time to adopt. It will take about 18 months or 1 year. So there's no need. Forget about it. Why these players are also good. So how do you help them? The way you help them is some of my friends that I've played with. For example, I have a very good friend. His name is Christian Tima. Hungary, and he's one of the clubs there. He's a coach there. I spoke to him last week. And these are the kind of players that I'm looking to give him. So you are absolutely right. And these players can go to Hungary and make a living out of them.
Yeah, because that's
Habib, Matthew Mendy, dafa am question bu mo laaj Cherno rek, follow-up questions bala ñu ko faté. Mu ne can one identify a good rising young footballer to Cherno Samba to represent them as an agent? Is it possible, Cherno?
Of course. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help everybody. So anybody can recommend me to anybody that are good enough, and I can help them, inshallah. Definitely, yeah.
Because there is talking about Hungary, sir, there's a Gambian player playing in the Hungarian league. Hamna for one Lamit Koli. He used to play in Slovenia for Copa, and he did well. So currently, Munge play for in Hungary. Well, Bob said anyone that question. We have a lot of Gambian players, very good players. You know how many they've passed that age of 22, 23, 24, but 25. Are currently in Senegal. We have bunch of stars. I call them stars because they are that good. I'm chance to gain. But these are top players, man. Most of them, because Gambia Muntafei, and they are having families. They all went to Senegal, and these are players who have a chance to go into the Middle East and other areas. They will come good. Talent-wise, these are talented players. They are really talented, but lack of opportunities in the Gambia. Si country bo hamne when like 2-5 or 3,000, that's difficult. So they all go to Senegal and a living. But si amon lo hamne mo they would have been somewhere in Europe, you know. So
I agree. I agree ak si yow si lolu bu baax because they need ndimbal tamit. Why? Comme lima de wax rek faral man suma doors are always open. So if they want the help, I'm always there. Why buguma tamit come ñu xaar ba nga xamne there's nothing there and then you come to reach out to me, because that's not fair also, Habib. Understand nga?
Yeah.
Because if we're going to do something, nañ ko def ci starting bi bobu la dé da. Why bul dem be xaar ba nga xamne amatulo any option nga ne, you know, you are coming to me to help you because amatulo any option. Wow, dañ wara gomante, dañ wara all wante ñun ñep xam nga, dañ wara, you know, respect each other, because li tuba mun comme li ma de wax rek na sama li da, you know, so it's the practice of example moy you are born in the Gambia and you are putting the future England stars on the bench and they are tuba. Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Somebody asked a good person, one parliament, our king follower. Mon currently mungi dika Malaga, mu ndax amulo any contact with the club in Spain.
Safo club.
For suma dikala.
Yeah, parliament asked a good question.
Wow, ko ne ko for suma dikala lu mu fa bëgg dama ko dé am. So gisé duma fa dé yobbu nit sa légui because of the ranking ñu ngi gina wacca, understand? Why next to it another club called Antakira, my best friend, one of my best friend, moy run club bobu nonu, and they're in the 3rd division. So hopefully they'll get promoted again to the 2nd division. Why man duma dé hol rek ne amna fi friend ma yobbu len ko. Su fekkee ne pathway bi baxut pour xalé yi, I will not take you there. That's the first and foremost. But if the pathway is good, then inshallah, then I can do whatever I need to do.
So Matthew, sorry Habib, Matthew made another contact immediately after program B, because answer a question on B, gratefully appreciate na ko why immediately after this program rek mom dina contact to waxtaan ak yow moy Matthew Mendy.
Wow, xamna ko dañ dé chat Sylvain ku baax la. He's a very very nice guy. I really respect him. So
après Cherno xamna ne yow si male football nga nek right now. Waye tamit amna jigen yu nga xamne nak yoni nañ ma ci yow because li sa bëgguma ko wona wax. Am nañ ay Gambian player ku nekk si foreign land koo xam ne wax dëgg yàlla dafa amoon tolof si mbiri xaalis, you know, mu óoluma waxtaan ak man, dama nekk si tolof ma waxtaan ak Habib Fall den su ma mayen dem si yow ma waxtaan ak yow because lu ñu doon ut yëpp mooy puuta ko club, waaye mu wax ñu tamit problème am living condition am a Gambian la, you know, I was very surprised boo ma yónnee mbay ok jëlal xaalis temps nga jokko ko mu jël man Cherno maa ko non Cherno waaye tamit xam nga it's very important pour ñu wax ko because xam nga tey ñu bëri mun nañoo ne Cherno xëj na dimbalewul, waaye man I was very happy, jigéen bi was very happy, even club bu mu nekkoon they were very happy ne Cherno Samba because yàgg nañu dina tur ne moo ko yónnee xaalis bu bëri bi pour mu téye ko fa, you know, because dafa amoon tolof Cherno ñoom it ñu ne ma ñu yóbbante la rek si gars yi ne da nga war a dugg si female football, ñoom it dañ war a gis seen boppa, dañ war a travel génn in Africa dugg in Europe. Habib foog naa ne lii bu ma ko wax waaye fu mu
non fekk ñu wax ko man tey I was in the train going su ma xel ñëw si loolu ma ne Cherno wouldn't like us to talk about it, why we will mbay do you know why? Gambia dëkk bu doy war sometimes sax dañ wax ne suñ players yi nekkuñ di dimbale nit ñi fekka man xam naa so many professional Gambian players yoo xam ne they pay bills in Turkey pour ay Gambians yu am feebar ay waaye ñooñu duñ ko dee wax public. yaa wala sax so moo tax but there are people doing a good job. So what Cherno did for that lady or that girl ñun fekk ñu wax ko because we are a living witness. dafa ko pour jéem a xarabal
Cherno xamul ko xamatu ko tey man maa ko ko lii moo nekk di xew in si dëkk boobu xale bi mu ngi soona man nag aw ma doole yow laa yaakaar nga mbay bul wari is set fu mu teg téléphone bi foofu la ma yónni xaalis bi yow gis nga seen na la xaalis bi seen na la receipt bi you know I was very happy.
Yeah. Diokina Mbay, Papa, even the girl herself, she was really happy. They appreciated. And Cherno ñu la wane yow def nga li nga war def, but we will still say a big thank you because lu la neexoon doo ko def because dimbal du by force. So we appreciate that. Going back to Mbay wax rek, female football is on the rise. Gis nañ ne suñ cepay tamit ñu ngi génn. So anything are you thinking about it?
Wow, I'm not connections in that already. I'm not connections, again, some of my colleagues are managers of these female clubs. Understand that? Why? To be honest, focus must want that much. Why? Below hapune, I don't want to even talk about it. It forced me to rethink about this kind of situation because jigéen yi tamit foog ñu dimbale leen so ñoo xam ne dañ nekk si sport. It's not about just male football, it's all of it. Understand that? So bi loolu hapune, I rethink okay, now I need to use also suma connection si pour dimbale jigéen football, and that's what I did straight away. So suma colleagues si nekka management, this kind of thing, I reach out to them. From now on, I will help pour dimbale leen si jigéen football because that lady condition am ni ma ko mbay waxee woon dama waxa moom it broke me, it broke me because de boobu yëpp lekkuma bu baax xam nga waaye I will help dinañ si waxtaan bu baax waaye am naa colleagues yoo xam ne they are already in women's football ñoo xam ne ñu ngi manage teams somewhere like in Sweden, America, especially those two countries. am naa fa very very good connections yoo xam ne we can see what we can do in women's football, inshallah.
Great. So now going back to the main topic, more about this scouting mission. So if I understand you well, the family right now, everything is on schedule.
Everything is on schedule. Smart team definitely they have done beyond what I've asked them to do. And then you start the ball rolling. It will be light, it will be fun, and it will be serious. So play and I influence every step of the way of any decisions, any club that will take anybody, and hopefully, I will guide them to the right path, and then we see where we go from there. Why Dama club C was about 8-10. Even now, I'm calls from here. I'm not text invite to Gambia, and these are British clubs, by the way, English clubs. Understand? Why? The now has smart teams and you minimize some of them because come let me explain. So it's gonna mess up everything.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning because come you gis be a player, you never go hit you. You never go hit you. The cinco hit you about Halebi, but for tamit bahu man pasti. Munuma ko jox Watford by Frankfurt wala ma jox ko Sturm Graz by Rapid Vienna. Because so that will then have a detrimental to the player. So you minimize as much as 2, 3, 4. Then gradually, while you could consistently, we will have club up to 10, 15, 30. Why? It's gradually and consistent. Every 3 to 6 months, 3 clubs new. Every 3 to 6 months, 3 clubs new. I would rather do it that way than have 10, 15 clubs and have the new HOC.
Yeah.
Because
It makes sense. It makes sense. So, Kondal, she got everything about this scouting mom, taking about teams are picked. Then you will pick them inside the gold project. So it's about just Cherno Gambia. And then we keep the ball rolling, right?
Yep, absolutely. And li ma bëgg a wax tamit xam nga dama di am lots of messages léegi-léegi suma posté ñu ne lu tax defuma ko Gambia and I've always said my reasons and this is my reason. So I am doing a lot for Gambia but nekkul ne dama ko wax or def ko, understand nga? So what's the most important thing is ma def ko yàlla mi ma team mooy the most important thing and the people that I'm doing it with. So the rest is not
yeah, absolutely.
Wow, yeah, I'm not concerned about those kind of things.
Habib,
Yes.
Habib, léegi mu am léegi tooy ma def Sénégal si boo xam moom moo ko dee fond xam nga moo tay woon la ne am na ñuy def duñu wonewu léegi ñu war a def scouting players Sénégal dem xool suñu players yi seen living condition Cherno will always bang in ni ma aca ñëwal demal xool boy so you see so moo tax it ne daf dee métti léegi nga gis ku jóge fa ne lan la expérience yi defal li di Gambia ñu ngi def si ron
Mbay foofu laa bëgg a taxaw foofu noonu fekk ma taxaw fa couple of seconds because do you know why man gis naa Gambians yu feebar players yi fayal leen an amount of money bu mot ay $6,000 that's over $300,000 yaa ma dégg am na players yi currently in the national team yu fayal ay straight to the hospital te xam nga lii nu ma ko xamee nekkul ne players yi ñoo ma ko de family members ñoo ma ko wax ne ma player diw sangam fayal nañu am na ñu fayal operation am na ñu fayal surgery people are doing great things but they keep quiet yaa ma dégg so di fact ne man ak yow dañuy wax ci media te am nañ access to this info sometimes dafa baax ñu ko wax because man Mbay comme ni man sometimes dañuy fa des players yi ma ñoo ma amee dañ ma demee xaalis yaa ma sax I know man players yi seexuma ñoom sax yëfi xaalis man lu ma seexa players yi mooy ma promote leen ma support leen all what they can do for me mooy même a sign jersey which I can buy for myself as well. You understand? But they are Gambian players, we support them. But there are a lot of Gambian players doing a good job around the world and nobody is talking about it because they choose to do it that way. You understand?
Okay, what? Yalla daf ne boy defal nit bu ko sa chamoñ xam sa. Defal rek ca nopp.
Boo gisee sa Cherno boo gisee ñu ko wax nii man it's good for Gambia bi dafa gaaw a point fi nga ne kii lu fi def yow koo xam ne xamuloo ko you only know the person on Facebook nga bugg a wax ne kii lu fi def ndax kooku dafa war a téye microphone di la wax lu fi def there's no point so moo tax bi nga supporté this girl moom dafa di jaat mu express her happiness and post comme bay ñu ko waxee bokk leen dara but yéen a bokk doomi Adama yéen a nekk we are all human beings and we are all from the same country and yow yaa ngi support ñoo xam ne sax they are non-Gambians as well.
Thank you.
So that thereby ñun ñi nga xam ne dañuy wax ci media sometimes ñuy put this through for the sake of those naysayers nga xam ne duñu gis lu baax nit to keep them down because man xam naa lu bari loo xam ne nit ñaa ngi ko def ci dëkk bi lu baax a baax te they want to be quiet so loolu ma ne xaaral ma jéem koo jàllale and by going forward Cherno gis nañ ne démb finally moom it dem na waaw balaa moo dem tamit am na coow amoon du dem lu xew ba léegi sign na mu fi topp lu ko fi téye so bu ko ne nga def fa ay leeral why was Dembo in the Gambia for that period of time.
xam nga mooy gis nga comme li nga wax rek soo xamul rek don't assume ñun Gambians ñun dañ yàq ñun we are the best of assume wax loo xam ne amut ñun we are very good at that everything is procedure sooy war a tukki beneen dëkk foog su fekkee ne dëkk boobu dafa laaj visa foog nga visa pour dem fa
absolutely
Canada, the visa took long. They take long.
Yeah.
These are normal. Understand that? 3 players ñoom lañ sign at the same time. Tanzanian player, Tunisian player, ak Dembo. Tunisian player bi ba léegi mu ngi xaar visa. It takes long. It's procedure. Just because of football la nga rek nekkul ne dañoo ñëw fast track la or whatever. It takes time. They ask you this, they ask you this. So Dembo was just waiting for his visa. That's all it was. Why be ala pare? Get my visa and visit them. So you don't work on. I'm not in God.
Just to come back to Dembo, how many years let us sign contract with the club?
2 years.
Is there any option to further?
There's an option why so we say Madef for 2 years because he's still a kid.
Mm-hmm.
The offshore of Gambia force, do well and come back to Europe because that's possible. You can do that, and I can do that myself. Understand? I'm a long-term contract. Is going to be tied up there, but to do well, he cannot move. So Motamad got that kind of a short contract. But America that's different and Europe. 2 years, 1 year, then you renew and those kind of things. Man, 2 years is perfect for us because then you go and do what you need to do. And then I'll take you to the next level. Simple.
So can we say that the reason you allow Adama to sign a 5-year contract because I feel that in the right environment for him he can group.
Thank you very much.
That's
basically the bottom line. Yeah.
Yeah. Dembo Vancouver not bad. Vancouver not bad. Why
he need that step? He need that step to move on. Understand?
Yeah.
So I would rather him playing in Vancouver, being exposed, being experienced, being out of Gambia than playing in Gambia. That's the difference. Okay. Say the pros and the cons first for them. Understand? So the negatives or the cons are more, then I don't do it. Understand?
Great.
So I will do that for everybody.
And he looks happy.
He looks very happy. He's set. He's very nice.
You know,
he's a good
Habib, léegi xaaral ma jox ko benn bi rek finally Adama def na débu dam lu ñëpp doon xaar coow li bëri woon na kañ la moo pli du tey la ëllëg la finally boy bi def na débu dam
bay ñun day yaakamti doomi Adama moo yaakamti surtout Gambia waxtu si jotul doo ko juni mbay société statistique man nga serious stats ben African player kontel ñoom Yaya Touré ak ñoom Didier Drogba sax ben African player jógewut Africa within 3 months kasi bench bi they makes a debut in the 5 top leagues amut fokk nga dem a second division wala ñu abale la wala nga play ci youth team bi wala nga dem beneen dëkk on loan establish sa bopp tuuti 18 months 1 year 6 months nga soog a ñëw play in the first 5 best leagues in the world. Adama daf ko def in 3 months.
kon dafa ne Adama dafa set record.
Thank you very much. Waaye nit ñi duñ dee xam ñoom dañoo ando bi play out let them leave him alone. Man xam naa li maa def because I've been there. Yaakamti yaaxule. Adama dafa waroon a ñëw pour si under 19 by right he should stay in the under 19 for another 6 months or 1 year. Get familiarized with everything. Why Halebi dafa ñëw nekk si bench bi within 2 months. Last week mu make debut tam. Te won naa ko ma ne ko it can be another down. Be ready. Maybe next week you might not even play or be even in the 18. That's life. But we have a project, we have a way, we have a philosophy, and we're gonna follow it to the dot. Inshallah, you will play in the Premier League. I will say that right here.
The Premier League, yeah.
One day, inshallah, this boy will do it. Why we have a project, we have a way of going about it, we have a way of doing it. I don't listen to people, let them talk. The more they talk, the better. You know?
Well, anyway, I'm talking about Adama. Talking about Adama, based on our last interview we had here with you, yeah, definitely, you on exactly what happened. Because I remember there were people asking, Adama Neko team B. I remember those questions. And then the answers you gave us exactly happened now. Adama didn't a guy pre-season. People are forgetting that. Adama didn't go on a pre-season. And Adama is coming from an amateur league and he's a kid.
Thank you.
Even physically, Adama the this. So they have to prepare him. But this is where you differentiate a supporter and a fan. Supporter yi ñoom dégg waaw ñoom understand ñoom pour ñoom no Adama mel si Gambia under 20 bi su demee France dafa war a doon right away. And if you look at Adama's team, how good they are. It's a very decent team.
Thank you.
They got good results against tough oppositions without Adama even being in the team.
Thank you.
So meaning Adama has to force his way to the first team, and he did that.
Waaw gis nga nit ñi boo dégloo lu ñoo wax mentally strong, they will finish you.
Yàgg na.
Man loolu la ma yàlla defalee jaama man I'm mentally strong. You can say whatever you want to say. But I know what I know. I see what I see, and I follow that. Nobody can stop me with that. Understand? Why so leen déglu rek dañ la mentally unstable. That's us for us. That's human beings in general, let alone Gambians. So nañ bàyyi xale bi bu soobee yàlla li ma ko ñaanal rek mooy bu mu gaañu yàlla ko yàlla musal si gaañu.
Amiin.
Ko yàlla musalee si gaañu. I will tell you here now, this boy, inshallah, will play in the Premier League and mark it.
Wow, Mohamed Sinera, mu ne Chelsea mo Mohamed Sinera. Mu ne defal all mean nga yóbbu ko Chelsea.
So going back to communique waxoon rek everything is a process, right? So gis nañ ne dem na si team boo xam ne bu gaay dem precision he was in there. So meantime Adama also worked really hard to put himself in that team because team boo xam ne is a winning team, they are winning.
And
so the fact that Adama has
a very young team.
Yeah, very young team. The fact that Adama has made it just to be on the bench, Siman, achievement. It's too soon, Siman.
Thank you, Habib. Thank you. Man, Lola Nekadiwa. The fact that he's on the bench is an accomplishment.
Because we saw Gambian players who have Adama. They move to clubs. It takes them time to play.
Gambian players, Habib, African at large.
Yeah.
They have to go through Norway, those kind of countries before they establish.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They have to.
Why?
It doesn't happen.
I think if it matters. So I think Adama's head is in the right place. And one thing I love about these new boys, the Adama Bojangs and this Minte, I think they have a different mental attitude compared to other Gambians before. They want to make history, and it seems like they know that the stakes are high and they're going to make it happen. So I think every Gambian is happy. They were asking questions, they got their answers now. So from there, it's about allowing the kid to rest, to grow, because So Adama is a little boy, he's a kid. So the fact that God let it play, like alhamdulillah, we think that, and it's only November, so there is more games to go.
I've already prepared his mind. Next week, he can be even not in the bench.
Yeah.
That's life. But you don't give up. You don't down. You don't deflate it. You get up and go. Adama knows where his head is.
But can you confirm to us that Adama had a deal with Adidas? I have to bring this again because of question.
110%. Man, sumay ñëw Gambia sax ay Adidas lay sol.
So meaning Adama right now mungi
Joker side, he signed a 3-year contract with Adidas. Lumos sol du Adidas, he can get in trouble. He'll have to wear Adidas gears.
So is it only so deal or it has to do with
clothes, shoes, clothes, everything? He signed a 3-year contract. 3 years contract at Adidas. They're my friends.
So
Adidas. Cherno. Adidas warna.
No. Mbay da nga xaar wax ko. No, mbay da nga moom Ibo Town yirwa. Ibo Town fo bari yo mbay yo amul internet.
national
Mbay amul internet harama wax. Wait,
waaw
Cherno,
no
boo gisee ma ask that question, ñun dañ dee nekk si media and dañ dee am people always ask us boo léegi-léegi nga gis ñaari boy yu xulo si campé Gambia xulo wu tàgga jël ngay kom boy dégg naa Adama Bojang dafa say contrat kii ne ko amut loolu mu ta am foofu ndóola no ma ne kii moo ko wax ay wàññi soo no amut so gars bu ñu ma ko waxee may leen according to Cherno Samba di agent moo ko wax so man gëm naa so moo tax tey ma indi ko ay dama ne gars yi Cherno is coming back on the show today so you guys log in dinaa ko laajaat this same question ngeen diga moo tax ma indiwaat ko man xam naa ne sign na but I have to bring it back for the benefit of ñaari campagne yu dem xuloo guddi boobu noonu call ma gars yi ma call around 1 a.m. Boy bro okay put ñoom who is Adama Bojang based on Adidas? ñoom ngeen ko xoolee comme he's a kid from Gambia dafa jël time pour mu àgga at the level of signing Adidas so ñoom moo tax gëmuñ loolu not ne comme they release Adama no dañ feel ne it's too soon pour Adama war a am contact boobu noonu so that's why ma
may dee wax ne nañ bàyyi xeebaate bi I have that contact and that relationship with Adidas. I have it. Okay? Adama signed a 3 years contract with Adidas. 3 years contract with Adidas. He's sponsored by Adidas. They give him from head to toe. If he wear Nike or Umbro, he will be fine. He has his credit card. He has his own card. He has his own logins. He has his own things whenever he wants stuff. And Adidas send him back to the club.
Thank you.
Wow.
So Cherno, they want to say Adidas. Mbay du
bu ak national team bi Cherno national team bi dañu war a sol Adidas.
foo leen ma gisee ak Adidas rek xamal ne suma doom yi moo ma ko jox.
waaye Cherno national team bi war na sol Adidas.
But Cherno, on a serious note, Gambia as a country, right? Gambia as a country. Even though we have been with Salah for the longest time, is there any chance? Is there also any chance that Gambia can be dressed like Umbro? Is it? So sorry, is that
Adidas?
Of course. Suma ñëwee, I will have some meetings and I will see what I can do. That's all I can say for now. But it's possible.
Well, okay. Then we keep it there. There are rumors in town. Cherno already is working with 2 Gambian players. Rumor nag boobu dama ko sànni si air bi mais am na ñoo xam ne already Cherno set na ayam on those 2 players. ñu ko wax nag xaw ma ndax players yi ñoo ko leak or I don't know, but it's been said ne am na ñaari Gambian players yoo xam ne daal yaa ngi teg sa bët si gars yi trying to see if you can work with them going forward.
Playing in Gambia or playing in Europe?
Playing in Gambia.
Well, whether in Europe, Gambian players, man, come to I just want to help Gambian players. Whether Gambia, la, Europe, la, anywhere it is, I just want to help them because I know how it's done. I've been there. So there's not a better person to help these people, to my own country people, than myself because I've been there.
Yeah.
I know what it takes. Hamga, te denge wahne football is all about relationship.
Networking.
Networking. Without that, you will not. Maradona. Do them. So yalla def na jama ñima xam yépp ñoo nekk ci places of power in this game, and they're gonna be in the game for the next 15-20 years.
So if I ask you a question, if you as a let's put the against thing aside, Cherno Samba as a Gambian fan or a coach, right now, do you think Adama has a chance of going to the AFCON? Your opinion?
As a coach, yes. Okay, I'm not the one.
For people watching, they also have to understand that I'm a license. You are a licensed coach.
But gis nga Habi, suma de whole player, duma ko de whole as a agent, dama ko de whole as a coach. Then suma doye, he's a good player.
Now tell us what. Now tell us, why do you think Adama Bojang has a chance to be in the flight to go to the AFCON?
If I was the coach and I was a betting man, I will put him on. I will take him. I'm going to one. Halebi is full of confidence right now. Full of confidence. Two, he's a goal scorer. Adama Foko Mundi take the first goal. He's a goal scorer. Understand? 3, young and hungry. These 3 things dinako yobu. Not because of Damako Buga with them, because of Suma player or anything. Mange from Suma as a fan, as a Gambian. Thank you. Suma don man dinako yobu. Even Suma ko started. One man mu start. Why he's a player that can come in and change the game. Because Adama, I'm not your hamne. Yala da play may lolo. Come goal player, goal scorer. He score goals. Adama they score goals. Your hamne. Dande hela nakala kosto. I remember the AFCON, the World Cup. AFCON we might be shooting left side, left.
Yeah.
Man, Sudan man. When I was playing, Dama try to do my shoot. Why nim lifting a big kige ko ak left and be goal? Where did that come from? That's instinct. No.
Okay, Cherno, dogumala. Dafa am benn match bu ma seetaan. I don't know ko fole Banjul professional ak Kombo professional. Adama was playing with Adama Lawon. You have Musa Baro. You have Jamanu. You have Ibrahima Kuli. Adama dafa score goal si that match. Adama lu mu play, everybody fu nekkoon si pack bi lu ñu doon wax ne mooy this is the best combination because xale bi dafa mel ni ku yàgg a play Musa Baro ak Jamanu ak Ibrahima Kuli because fu moo daw ak fu ñu ko dee pass ball bi everybody was surprised waaw naka la xale bi mun a kiligi at once with this player for the first time mu play ak ñoom.
Stade Reims club am bi seen CEO bi suma koolee su dee wax Adama dama dee yaakamte pour teg téléphone bi that be exciting nam dee waxee Adama. This boy is a goal scorer. He's a goal scorer. Adama foo ko teg dina score. So that being the case, the fact that you get them to a Cup of Nations needing goals, okay? Wahumane the first start, why I will definitely put him in the camp, and whenever you need a goal scorer, he will guarantee you goals as a coach. Yeah.
Yeah, man, for example, talking about Adama Bojang, we are lucky to watch Adama play in the second division. Man, Sumanike Gambia, 99.9 Mansi Paxi, I watch all the games. And Biko was one team at Falcons that I was following keenly. I watched most of their games at the Gold Project, so I know them. Adama, I've watched him enough, more monumental. Dembo used to be one of my best defenders in the league, if you ask me. Everybody I rate Dembo very, very, very high. So Adama, I watch them play. I know their potential. Adama is even more dangerous coming behind the striker. He is more dangerous because when he was playing with Marong was the main striker. Adama was coming with the ball. So by the time, they destroy my team at the stadium. They were unplayable, and I watched him score goals from all angles from Basori. So we know his potential. And he is definitely
and the advantage he has, Adama can score with his left, with his right.
He scored. Adama scored screamers, 25 yards short. So we just good in the air. Yeah, we just give credit to Nyoko Mo from Lai Bojang to Atnan. Definitely. They did a good job with him. And then Kanifing is a second division team in the Gambia. gis naa ñu ngi post ne they would like to formally invite you su nekkee ne yaa ngi in town te am nga time to go and watch them play in the league. So they will love to. They would love to. I saw the comment. So I think what Carnifing need to do, the fact that you'll be there at the goal project, I think Carnifing should go and meet you in person. That will be better. Carnifing, my people. Wow, Cherno, it's easier. So Cherno,
Habib, Cherno, dafa am lu ñu waxoon moom balaa ñoo start 20 minutes la waroon am because dafa war a am beneen conference call. waaye door nañ ko 1 hour 5 minutes.
amoon naa ne dama bàyyi noonu, so I changed it, don't worry.
From 20 minutes to 1 hour 5 minutes. Bii moom xaaral ñu ñëw bàyyi rek xaaral ñu ñëw bàyyi nga dem noppaleku def sa conference calls yooyu understand is important because we'll take 20 minutes rek la maa yow 20 lay waxoon 20 minutes.
No, by Cherno mënut a ñëw 20 minutes because you cannot make a flyer exclusive for 20 minutes because 20 minutes like xegu si lifin bi si luy xew at the trials.
bi ma waxee 20 minutes rek laa xam ne it can go 20 minutes, so I'm reading sama bopp quickly.
So, Cherno, I think it was good to have you here once again. You clear a lot of doubts concerning the trials. It's obvious that such team be on the ground, no pick teams. You only tell them, ask them to do what you wanted to do, and they. So Lulu learn. In one trials, the entire Gambian
dañ ko def consistently. We will go to a smooth success, and then we will do it. Make no mistake about it. We will do it at least 3 to 6 months every year.
But Cherno, let me ask you one thing. Let me ask you one question. For example, where am I one the more teams you play at the end? Teams you play, I'm the teams you play in the latter stages. But how about, for example, a team played from the first day of the trial? Let's say the first match of the trial, and the team performed really awful. But there's a player in that team. This team is really bad, but Mr. X is just, he looks amazing. So what are the chances?
So
what are the chances of
the last day? It will be the best 11 against the best 11.
Oh, so meaning that will be
best 11.
Yes. So out of all the tournament, you will see all the players. Then you can pick bam.
So meaning it doesn't matter how your team perform, but how you perform as a player.
Yeah, but also you have to be very careful to say how you perform and not your club, your team, because football is a team game. So I don't want them to come in as a little bit selfish, thinking about themselves. Let them just play their game as a team, and the rest will follow.
No, for example, you a left back or a right back. You play, you defend it well, so when attack, I'm got 4, 5, or 7 crosses. Come you as a player, you played the game the right way, but unfortunately, Satimbi didn't perform to expectation. You as an individual, you were on top of your game. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Nigeria pick now for goalkeeper. And that boy is ready to go. So it doesn't matter any position. If you do well, football do defend.
Yep.
If you're good enough, it's seen. Wow. So you identify nyana listen, but because everybody have bad times and stuff like that. Don't give up. That's the end of the world. That's when you should even work harder.
Yep.
Because the players they have been rejected. They know world stars.
Yep.
Because football is all about opinions. Clubs si muna ñoo wax ni yow bëgguñ la waaye beneen clubs ñëw February bëgga la. So give up then February come you feel like I don't want to then you miss your
example, we saw that Nikolai Jackson was moving to Bournemouth. Failed medical. Now he moved to Chelsea. Think about that. From Bournemouth to Chelsea.
Yeah.
So those example. But before you go, you have many we are going to the AFCON. You as a Gambian, you follow what's happening with national team. Lately, our performance is not where it used to be. So going forward, the AFCON is just about 6 weeks from now. We should be there. So look, this what do you think we need to do some adjustment going into the AFCON?
Well, I think if you
can wear your coaching hat or your fan hat, either way.
Yeah, coach and fan. I think so. This is Gambian team. Suma gis. I don't think I don't think they buy to be free. There's too much instructions. There's too much instructions. If they let the Gambian play freely, I mean, can move with the football see AFCON. But if you look at the players when they play at their clubs, at Nino play national team is totally different. That's been the case because they are timid. They are self-confident that Limagis self-confident is lower. That they self-confident that the mother said, no, this is not the place that I watch week in, week out.
Yeah.
Understand? And that's because they are restricted. They are not let go freely. So you then buy obviously you listen to tactics. Why just go and enjoy yourself. I
believe so.
They are restricted. And this is the problem that I think we will face. If they're not let go freely, we will struggle in the AFCON. 100%. Because boys see, so Nino players, I think they are timid. They are lack of confidence. Why if they're free and enjoying themselves, I hold AFCON the last time. Boys say they score the feature, they def new celebrations and all that stuff. That's all part of it. That's why they're not confident. Why so restricted player being okay, you have to be robot, stick to this and this and that. Koku dalon nama bima player angalay bima starté man suma strength was come deep, pick up the ball, turn suma toné Habib doma jot. Why bima démé ci système yi Angleterre bi suma coach bi lim ma dan wax di player national team bi moy don't come deep anymore, stay in the box, get it, set it, get in the box. Habib ma continuously def lolu def lolu. I forgot about my strength coming deep.
I decline.
So this is the situation. Tactics will do gonna feel it. Let them leave the boy to play freely, and you will see a big different Gambia. That's my opinion.
Bye.
Thank you. No, from there, ñu xaar ko Banjul.
man nag nekkuma Banjul waaye Mbaye comme que Adama yëpp dafa nekk live fu waa ji mu di nekk rek ñu sa affaire live non Cherno anga maa ngi amee ndombaam
waaw
man foofu la ba pare
sa Adidas bi
kii dañ bokk de kii lu mu bëgg a ko
Ali waaw xam naa maa ko njëkk a sol
Mbaye
ko man maa ngi taw moom nekkul taw
non Mbaye man maa gën a jege France a ngi nii suma gannaaw Paris sori ma France de Mbaye kii suma Cherno is my brother.
I know. Wax nga ma ko last time bi
suma mbokk la te nekkul Fraatu mbokk man Fraatu mo mbokk de.
Exactly.
And I'm not trying to be close to him either. We have childhood memories together. Ba pare yaayam moom seeti yaayam leen laalante. Yaa ma understand. Ba pare suma second doom bi moo xam naka laa ko tuddee yaa caw. So that's family. Suma family la we have childhood memories together. Ku bëggoon wéy ci mbaar. So I can tell this.
Mbaye ko de moom dañ daan dem jàppi ñankar tay bi xale.
Waaw. So just to tell you Mbaye, these are facts. Da ngeen dem ekati xeer grand fort bi leen jaafi karab maa boobu ak ñoom Assane Bob ñoom moo jaay tennis You know, so that's the way it is. This is family, you know. Wow.
People don't know.
No, because no, I'm going to problem me. You know, the family when somebody is high profile, they want to get close to that person. You know, man, I'm not worried about famous. ñoom Cherno seen kër moo nekk si Johnson Park bi Abdaye kii waa Abdaye la Abdaye si pompe bi ba pare sax Cheikh Tidiane ko ji Ajax bi almost mun naa ne kii moom bi moo win cup bi moom waa Abdaye la so Ajax ñoo win cup bi keroog you know so that's the way it is what Cherno it was nice to see you man.
As always.
And it was nice to see you. And I think Gambians are beginning to appreciate what you do, and it's getting bigger and better. And we hope a lot of Gambians benefit. We also saw what Sadi Bukamoso and his team, the guy from Italy, Momtam, he's coming here doing things. So we want to see more Gambians, more of this. We also have this boy, one of my boys in America, Momtam in journalist FIFA, he's a fully FIFA agent, Silifo Jaju, Hangako.
No, Hamako.
Yeah, he's also a good guy. He's new. I think it would be nice to link up with Anga. You have been there before, so he's a very good brother. On a personal level, he did the right thing and acquired the right license. So we expect to see more Gambians coming back, and then Gambia is small. The more we have more agents coming back, in 10 years, like dafa alleviate poverty. Because Gambia have jobs, so football will not change nobody. Exactly. So once again, kudos. Why not? Mamba mom. Wow, fake news say. Mbay. Lumum fake mom.
No, mango har banyu. Cherno, thank you very much. Content nañu bu baax. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
20 minutes to 1 hour 16 minutes.
Wow. My soul because Cherno has much to say. So so definitely,
absolutely,
yeah. It was good. I went to yesterday or day before yesterday. I have an interview with Gamfoot.
Okay.
Yeah, Madiga. So I have an interview with Gamfoot, but they made a post about my interview, but they cut the interview was 1 hour of interview.
Okay.
So everything I said on that interview, in that post. You understand?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So when they put the post on the internet, some guys they didn't understand what I said because the interview was so long. So Gamfoot didn't cut. What Gamfoot wrote on that interview, man.
Okay.
Those are my words. I said it, but it was more details.
No,
it was Baukar Kamara's post. Like, I was responding to Baukar Kamara's post about the league at Adama Bojang. You understand? So I was giving them justification about that, but the interview was long. It was a very good interview, but some guys they don't understand what was the interview all about. They have one man on Facebook. How much time, but what I said was legit. I said, for example, if Adama Bojang signed a contract with them, I was trying to tell him that Adama Dafa played in 2 continental tournaments. He played in the AFCON, he did well. He played in the World Cup and did well. You understand? Wow. So his performance outside the country, Moko made chance to move to REM. And Adama also got a very good agent in Cherno, Samba. So if you put that together, Lulumota Adama, Mumunam contract for them REM. So that was the response I gave. But because I made a lot of so Gamfoot Munimko put all in one post. So, what say few people don't have understanding what was the interview all about. I said, look, I don't have to respond to this because our time, I have platform you have the. So if I have something to clarify, I'll clarify it. But all I'm trying to say is you cannot take credit. So you have your buckles. You understand? Adama Bojang's progress has entirely to do with Steve Biko Nyoko Defar. Bammak Yawadiga, mu play under 20, he did well, mu play World Cup, he did well, he had a good agent. So that was the thing I was trying to explain. For just an example, in the past 2 years, Mbegeda was the best player in mid Hawks. He scored a lot of goals, he was the best player. Why? I'm with a good agent, so Mbegeda couldn't move to a team whom deserve. You understand? You give an example of Aliou Bari. Last year, Aliou Bari was the top scorer, but Aliou couldn't move to a big team. He ended up going to Angola. So Adama Bojang's success, that credit, dafa am ñuko mom. So si gene Steve Biko ak ñom lay Bojang ñi nga xamé ñoko defar, you give credit to Adama's performance in the AFCON and in the World Cup. And on top of that, Adama get a very good agent, and that is Cherno Samba. But the interview was so long, 1 hour. Gamfoot couldn't put all what I said on that post. Some people responded. You understand why? What's the point of me going to Facebook and to back and forth? I already know their position when it comes to my opinion. So, man, I'm not offended. Gamfoot is my platform. Anytime I want to have an interview, I will have. But I just feel for those. People in Gambia, they love me. They know how I love Gambian players and how I put Gambian players on top of my list. Man, I'm not a guy who I'll put players down, but I will say it as it is. Yeah, Madiga. It's about just being a good player. You can't say Aliou Bari in a top league.
Yeah.
You know, Mbegere also because Hawks win league. Mbegere was by far the best player in the league, not even close.
Wow,
thank you. But Adama Bojang's performance in the AFCON, Mokome Lolu, with a very good agent. Because there are many good Gambian players in the league again. For example, we see Rashid Ndiaye has a good tournament, but he's still here.
Yeah, play BST.
Wow. He had a good World Cup, isn't it? So Lola, I guess like they are my good people.
Wow. Balaa nga dem rek dafa am leen lu fula léegi de.
Waaw.
I don't know na gis nga ko na gisuloo ko.
Gisuma dara.
mooy exclusively ok xaaral ma woon ko gaay su boobaa ñu ridaale ko gaay understand lu ñoo wax nekkul lu nga xam ne ñun ñoo ko ama binda ok jox leen front back camera. Okay, let's go with the back camera. Okay. I don't know na yaa ngi gis lii bu baax a baax.
Maa ngi gis de kii Tom la.
Okay. Lu fa nekk mooy exclusively Belgium tactician Tom Stanfield to replace Jose Parciso as Super Eagle head coach, according to my reports. Nigerian newspaper ñoo ko binda story baa ngi nii léegi lañ ma ko seen ñu ne 7 years after missing out of the chance to become the head coach of the senior national team of Nigeria, Belgium tactician Tom is in front run to be the new coach of the Nigerian team, according to owngoalnigeria.com. So lii daal mooy latest information bu xew right now.
Well, I think every coach boo xam ne yaa ngi coaching is your job. You want to go at the highest level, and I think that if this is authentic, if this is a reliable website, Tom will be very happy to Nigeria, mighty Nigeria bugalinko. Lolu nekut lu mo reject. Tom will never reject that chance because he has chance to be with one of the biggest teams in Africa, that is Nigeria, and he also has chance to have a bigger paycheck. So I think ne lolu mom su nekké ne lu am la it's a plus for Tom. as a coach because Tom want to be one of the best. So if Nigeria want to sign Tom, I think lolu mbay dafa nek lo xamne Tom daf ko jege ben nopa. Tom lolu ben nopa la ko jege and he will take the chance to be the Super Eagles coach because it's a bigger country, better players and more money and everybody you want to succeed. If the news is true, then Gambia as a country next start to prepare replacement. I mean, if the news is true, whatever happens, that will happen after AFCON. Because for me right now, Tom by Gambia going into the AFCON. So maybe those the after the AFCON. But I repeat, so making the news is authentic from a reliable source. On Gambia next start the going forward because Nigeria full Kong by you're gonna go. And then I saw a post about Tom also.
Operation.
Wow, you know.
No, this is my one. Dina contact if tomorrow.
How many don't forget they even posted they even posted the hospital bed. I've seen it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Dina contact immediately after this program.
Contact. By like I said, you want to move to the next level, and Nigeria is a huge nation. You know, if this news is anything to go by, well, we're just gonna wish him all the best. What Hamman is, if Nigeria keep knocking your door by, you are going. Absolutely, you are going. Yeah.
All right.
So,
Mr. Val. Kon nag ñu def ko Thursday, then you are more updates on Tom. Dinañ call contact with about surgery bi tamit about this news bu génna pour wara dem fofu ci Nigeria. Inshallah by Thursday dinañ fi dellu wat at the same time.
Wow, yo sa way la, yo dego la mom nga xamne before Thursday we will have something very reliable to give to the Gambian people.
No, legi ñu nekk way legi ñu dulo de.
Waaw, xam nga mom la mel. Mom man yo sa way la, xam nga sama sa way la. Mom hamna you have been there for him. You have been there for him for the longest time. You know why?
Sa way nga block ko Facebook.
Wow, why? Bum la bloqué. I'm not for loud. Double unblock. So yo xam nga dindi.
Waaw bisa wal. Kon moy lolu betos de inshallah.
Inshallah, guys, it was a good show. You know, it was a very good show, and I think Cherno have spoken really well. You know, like everything li nga xamne mom la nit ñi bëggoon xam ak lo xamne nit ñi dañu ko like. And I think going forward by Gambia bunte ya ngi ibeeku comme ñu ko waxee rek. Su nekkee ne léegi we have more agents coming comme Cherno du ko defee nii ñoom Sadibou have been doing it for the longest time now. Modu BI again la, you know, Silipol Judge coming, you know, again la. So maybe in the next couple of years, you know, and this guy also in Belgium. Say who? Yeah, gis na ne tay Wild Dance and superstar bi dem na. Abdoulaye Mané. Dama si kontaan nag. Dama si kontaan ñaari yoon. Because Abdoulaye Demna is a superstar, is good for Gambia. But number two, dafa wangi dole Wild Dance. I like that.
Absolutely.
Because
absolutely. More score bi.
So dafa wangi dole Wild Dance. I love that.
All right, Mr. Val, kon moy lolu, kon bi elek inshallah, Thursday inshallah.
Guys, have a good day, man. Good night.
Jerejef, thank you very much.